Once again, you listen to the sounds of us, better known as FSQ. You got funk, and you got style, and you got quality. Cause you got FSQ, baby.
Yeah, the people we meet and the things that we do and see. And we actually started the show. This is FSQ. Every week, Wednesday, Chuck Da Fonk, yours truly, on the Face Radio, the FSQ show, funk style quality, right? And we started the show with a song called Solitude is Bliss. Now, I happened to come across this song because I was looking for one of my own DJ mixes in my files called Solitude, which I made for the Good Room, a great venue here in Brooklyn, New York. Now, I found this Tame Impala track called Solitude is Bliss. Now, let me get the lyric sheet. I thought I was just so clever, right? Because it's like the lyric goes, space around me where my soul can breathe. I've got body that my mind can leave. Nothing else matters. I don't care what I miss. Company's okay, but solitude is bliss. Okay, I thought that was pretty cool. And then I've been really getting into Billy MacKenzie from The Associates and his solo work. And he also is with Yello, one of the Holy Six artists that we always play every Wednesday on the Face Radio. We play Yello, and Billy MacKenzie was a big vocal presence on the Yello records. Well, Yello, actually Billy MacKenzie and the Associates, they were our second track there, and the second track was called People We Meet. And I love this one because it kind of relates to the theme of Solitude is Bliss, right? The lyric goes, I need more time to be on my own. The in-crowd's crowd is a crowd gone home. The streets can tell you all you need to know of who's been friend and who's been foe. How clever, right? But in the world of solitude and what I've been doing, you know, your mind tends to wander. You think back on the past. And I've been thinking about like record buying and being a kid, being like 13, 14, 15 years old in Philadelphia and buying records that were way too deep for me to comprehend. Like this is Tuxedomoon, and his song is called Roman P, which I think is about Roman Polanski. And the next track we're going to play is called Watching the Blood Flow, which is really, I think, about like drug shacks and drug dens in San Francisco. I don't know, but I like these records, and I like Tuxedomoon. I was shopping at 3rd Street Jazz and Rock. That was one of my first haunts in Philadelphia. It was a Sam Goody on 17th and Chestnut. Sound of Market had a one store on 12th and Chestnut. I used to go and like buy these really esoteric new wave records. I don't know why I bought them. Maybe it was the cover art. Maybe I was reading a magazine. And that's kind of how I found Tuxedomoon, The Residents, and Yello. They were all on Ralph Records. All right. So you're listening to Roman P by Tuxedomoon. We're going to go back because Solitude is Bliss. I've been thinking a lot about the old records I used to listen to. And check out how dark and dirty the Tuxedomoon gets on this track, Watching the Blood Flow. FSQ with Chuck Da Fonk. Let's get into it. Damn, man, I didn't know what the hell this record was about when I was 13, 14. Probably got this when I was 15. I think it's 1986. Tuxedomoon, Watching the Blood Flow. Man, I wore that record out. Shriekback, Hand on My Heart. Okay, I wore it out. And that was out of print for a long time. I actually found that, I just found that via Shriekback's website, shriekback.com. Now, they originally cut this record as part of a record called Jam Science. They printed it on Y Records out of Europe, and then the American record label, Mercury Records, made Shriekback recut the record. So these are like the these are the Mercury Records versions. I prefer the Y Records versions, but they're just out of print, hard to find. I'm glad I just even got the audio file. Now, I could tell the audio file that they're selling on the website like that it's ripped from vinyl, but hey, I'll take it, okay? I'd almost put Shriekback in the Holy Six artists that we'd play every week on FSQ with Chuck Da Fonk, yours truly, but they don't really have that extensive of a catalog as like compared to like maybe Yello, Duran Duran, some of these other new wave bands that I'm playing, okay? But we're going back into the archives of my childhood memories, and I came up with this idea because of Solitude is Bliss and where my head has been going, and I was kind of like a latchkey type kid. Solitude was kind of a thing for me like then, and it was like me and the records, that's what was going on. I mean, even in fact, one of the tunes that we're going to play next is called Game Above My Head, and it's by Blancmange. And my parents, in 1985, when I was 14, letting me run around London, I was buying bootleg live Blancmange tapes, running around, going to the ICA by myself, seeing a Jesus and the Mary Chain show. I was only like 14 years old. But, Solitude is Bliss, and that's what I was doing. My parents, had me out in the street. And we're going to play some of these songs. What's so crazy to me about some of these songs is that, like, they're so dark. I don't know if it was the dark lyrical theme I was getting into when I was a kid and teenager, like 15. I think it was just more these records are funky. Now, today, in the things that I'm going through emotionally, and, I don't know what you're into, I thank you for listening. Again, I'm Chuck Da Fonk, FSQ, The Face Radio, you know all that. But I thank you for listening, but I'm playing these records out of personal, like, trying to work out the angst, right? Solitude is Bliss, and you'd be thinking about things. This next song by Blancmange, Game Above My Head, the lyric goes, don't tell me I'm looking well, because the truth will never tell. Don't tell me I'm looking well, because the truth will never tell. I really relate to that. It's like, I'm painting a rosy veneer, over my socials and what I'm doing on FSQ Official and how I'm feeling, because, we ain't got no time for complaints. But we can work the angst out on a song. It doesn't always have to be happy music, right? It doesn't have to be happy music all the time. So let's get into Blancmange, A Game Above My Head. Don't tell me I'm looking well, because the truth will never tell. That's sometimes how it is, all right? And we're going to visit, some of these really deep 80s new wave cuts. Also, coming up next hour, happy birthday to FSQ's Chaz Bronz. He's one of the 6 members of FSQ. He just turned, I won't say it. Oh, he just turned 28, yeah. And he's got a special DJ set. He's going to be also premiering his song with Life on Planets coming out on Soul Clap Records June 5th. We got the early take on that in his special DJ set next hour. And we will also be playing the Holy Six as we always do. Right? Coming up, we got Duran Duran, Starting to Remember. And of course, I am starting to remember. Yello and James Brown in the second hour. That leaves like 2 other artists, and we'll see how we play them. All right? Plus TV show themed trivia. That's all coming up. All right, let's get back into it. Chuck Da Fonk, FSQ on The Face Radio, broadcasting from Brooklyn. I'm in Manhattan, and We're also worldwide, thefaceradio.com.
Someone touched me late last night. Someone tried to tie me down. Passing by at such a height, smashing down a laughing clown. Don't tell me I'm looking well, but the truth will never tell. Cut me down, let me sleep. I'll never, never keep.
My message